As thousands in the United States protested the police murder of George Floyd, solidarity demonstrations continue around the world. The police officer alleged to have knelt on Floyd's neck for 9 minutes has been charged with second-degree murder, while 3 others are charged with aiding and abetting the murder. Here at home, 11 South Africans have died in security force action since the lockdown. Collins Khosa was one of them. He allegedly died at the hands of the South African National Defence Force members. The High Court in Pretoria then ruled that the soldiers be suspended, but the SANDF inquiry has now exonerated them. Nomsa Montsha is Collins Khosa's partner, and she joins me now live from Alexandra in Johannesburg. Sis Nomsa, thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening.
Good evening.
Sis Nomsa, it's understandable that currently the wounds are still fresh for you and your family, who is sitting right there next to you over the killing of your partner, Mr. Collins Khosa. How are you as a family keeping up?
It's still hard. It feels like it just happens today. So it's very hard for the whole family.
And how has it been trying to cope, waiting for some kind of justice for you and your family? I know that my colleague who is with you there at home at the moment had earlier showed us as family members how you'd been sitting there and you continue to console each other.
It's very hard after the report that we saw from SANDF. So we are trying to be strong because we really don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So we will try.
I want to talk about, Sis Nomsa, before I get to that particular issue, something that has happened over the past few days. There's been an outpouring of anger worldwide over the killing of George Floyd in the United States, as you had seen. I want to get your reaction as a family. What is your response to what seems to be a very muted response over the killing of your partner, Mr. Collins Khosa, here at home, here in South Africa?
It seems like we can't put our voice out there. And there are some people who can help us do what they did. We are asking ourselves, what have we done? We also lost our loved ones. People are talking about it out there. But South Africa, where are you? We also lost someone that we wanted to be with. So is it because we are from Alexandra? Is it because we are from a poor family who comes from Alexandra Township? So it's very hard.
Sis Nomsa, you're obviously, as a family, expected more from the public, from government, to assist you in your call for justice.
Yes, we are expecting more from the society. As for government, we don't know what to say because they're not helping at all. So for our society, we are crying out loud. We need your help. So if there is someone who can speak louder than us, who can speak to the nation, please.
And I mean, Sis Nomsa, just a few hours ago, we saw a statement being released by the Minister of Defence, where they now say that the final report into that inquiry on the liability of those South African National Defence Force members has been finalised, and it clears the SANDF members of any link to the death of your partner, Mr. Collins Khosa. What do you have to say about that?
We really don't understand what's going on, because at first the reports came out, but the minister said it's not final report. And then now there is no report. So we don't even know, we are not sure whether if there is an investigation going on or not. So we don't understand. And it's very painful.
Has anybody spoken to you as a family to give you an update of what these findings are pertaining to the answers that you are seeking relating to the death of your partner?
No, not yet.
So absolutely no one has spoken to you as a family. I guess you're in the dark just as we are, Sis Nomsa. And as a result of this, just talk
We
us...
are also in the dark, we don't know.
And talk us through what you've been going through as a family. You know, when I saw those protests that were taking place in the United States calling for justice for George Floyd, this must have triggered you as a family to ask many questions about your loved one who, by indications and what you all saw, also died at the hands of the law enforcement agencies. Did that trigger you at all as a family as you watched television over what was taking place in the United States?
Yes. We also feel like we don't have that support. So we saw what happened. We were there, but now it's very quiet. What happened out there, if we did have that support, then maybe we will get justice very soon, but it seems like we are not there yet.
And how does that make you feel as a family?
It's unacceptable. So we all saw what happened on Good Friday, but now it seems like we don't know where this case is going. But as a Khosa family, we won't give up. We will fight this fight until to the end, and we believe that we will find justice. And I know that there are people out there who would like to help us, and we will fight together with them. We will fight until we get justice for Collins.
Sis Nomsa, South Africans are watching, and and I understand the criticism, and perhaps we too should take partial responsibility as the media. What would you want to say to South Africans out there today as they call for justice for George Floyd in the United States? What would you want to say to South Africans watching, or anyone who's willing to assist you as a family to get the justice that you speak of? What would you want to say to anyone who's sitting and watching at home?
What happened to us, it's very painful. So if it happens to you, you will feel what we are feeling right now. So if you are out there and you are willing to help, if you are the person that can speak to the nation and they will listen to you, so please, we need your help. If you go out there and tell them about what happened to Collins, we will get justice for him.
And I mean, it also came at a time after this tragedy, you also having to bury your loved one during a time where, the entire country itself is under lockdown. I perhaps may not be able to understand what that feels like. For you as a family, what did it feel like And I'm really sorry to have to take you back to that moment. But with the calls for justice that we have seen, in light of what has happened in the United States and sparking that conversation here back at home, not just for Mr. Khosa, but for 11 others we understand who also died at the hands of law enforcement agencies here in South Africa. What was it like for you having to bury your loved ones during very difficult circumstances?
It was very hard for us to bury Collins alone. There were so many people who wanted to come, but because of the rules and regulation, they wouldn't come. So now it's time for you to fight for him. So it was very hard and painful.
Now's the time to fight for your partner, Collins Khosa. What exactly would you like to see, Sis Nomsa? When you say fight for Collins Khosa, what do you want authorities, what do you want South Africans to do? What would you like to see?
There are some people who can help me talk about Collins out there. Government is not helping us. So if there is someone who can help, we would like to see those people who killed Collins Khosa to be behind bars. And we can't do that alone. We will need South Africans to help us.
And how possible do you think that is right now when you have a report that has exonerated or basically cleared the men that you believe were responsible for your partner's death? Do you think that some kind of justice will come, given these findings also now by this board at the SANDF, which has found basically that those SANDF members were not, should not be held responsible for the death of your partner?
What happened is very disappointing and unacceptable. So we still believe that we will get justice. We still believe that those soldiers will be behind bars. No matter what they are doing, they are investigating or not. What we know is that we will get justice for Collins and they will be behind bars.
Sis Nomsa, I really do appreciate the time that you as a family have given us here on SABC News. I know it's been very difficult for you as you watch those scenes in the United States of America, knowing that what happened to your partner, Collins Khosa, had basically also happened during South Africa's lockdown. We will also reach out to government to get a response from them, because you as a family say that you have received no assistance. There has been no communication with you over the latest in this particular case into the investigation pertaining to the death of Collins Khosa. Also calling on South Africans to make more noise about the death of Collins Khosa, as noise has been made about the death of George Floyd in the United States. 11 people have died in South Africa during this particular lockdown. There are other families that we could also speak to here on SABC News. But I guess just like the family of Collins Khosa, the others too would also want justice. Nomsa Montsha, the partner of Collins Khosa, who was killed during South Africa's lockdown after an alleged assault by the SANDF. Thank you very much to you and your family for joining us here on the SABC News channel. Good evening to you.